The Grand Haven area is always a popular spot on Memorial Day, but how are things looking this year with social distancing rules in place?
Our Andy SZATKOWSKI joins us live at Grand Haven State Park after talking to the sheriff's office and a couple people observing the holiday out there. Andy.
Yeah, Doug and Janice, it is a gorgeous day out here. The sun just finally sneaking behind some clouds, and people are definitely out here enjoying it. If you can take a look down the pier here, you can see a steady stream of crowds coming in, going down to the end of the lighthouse. We'll show you the beach in our next hour, but you know, people are really being good at being socially distant from each other. I did speak with the Ottawa County Sheriff's Marine Unit, and their reminders for everyone in and out of the water this holiday.
It's nice to get down here by the water and just enjoying this beautiful view.
A Memorial Day for the history books, honoring those who've died for our country as the nation navigates a pandemic.
Obviously, you can see that the boating traffic is a little lower than we would normally expect on a Memorial Day.
Sergeant Eric WESTVEER with the Ottawa County Marine Unit says though this year is very different, they are still concerned about the same things: high water levels, boating safety, and alcohol consumption.
Already the lake levels, everybody knows, are higher this year than they were last year, well above average. And then with the rainfall that we had over the past few days, I think it was last week, that brought the levels up even higher.
And now they're having to patrol social distancing, but so far it hasn't been an issue.
But I did notice that people were staying away from each other, you know, as far as the social distancing aspect, very well. I didn't notice any large groups of people congregating when I went through.
And while some beaches and parking lots are still closed and local parades were canceled, most say they're just enjoying what they can do.
And we were just talking about the memorial program that they had down at the waterfront this morning, and just talking and reminiscing about all the years that we've been able to participate in those things.
Sergeant WESTVEER says they won't be writing tickets for not complying with social distancing, but hopes everyone respects those guidelines and remembers what the holiday is all about.
Granted, the pandemic we're in right now, the biggest thing this reminds me of is the freedoms that we do have here. Sometimes you take for granted what you have until you realize that you can't go out and do things because of what's going on at this point.
Yeah, so back out here live in Grand Haven, you can see the channel. You know, normally you would expect to see that wall to wall with boats. Again, a steady stream here, so not as busy as we would typically see during a Memorial Day, but plenty of people are coming out here to check out all that this area has to offer. I did speak with the city manager, and he echoed what Sergeant WESTVEER said, that people are being very good and mindful about being socially distant from one another during this time. There's a bee out here. Also saying that the city is already working on plans for when restaurants can start to reopen. They're talking about possibly closing down streets to let people sit outside. So they are excited to get people back in Grand Haven. In Grand Haven tonight, Andy SZATKOWSKI, Fox 17 News.